We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to a 43.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They'll begin on the ground with Estimate. Getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards in the first.
And that's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Working out of the gun is Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Now it's Nix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception. Now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the photos, what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well, as you noted. I think they focused a lot on, okay, what happened on the interception ball, seeking to avoid it in the future.
Off the play fake, Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nick's going to give to Hardy. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Darren Browning, the one who brought him down. The Broncos had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're going to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Put the ball going. First, do know.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Ready? Hold on. Check. Fresno.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. Now he's free at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A gain of 3, 2nd down. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Love. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden from 10 yards out. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Packers 21, Broncos nothing. Brendan McManus to kick on for Green Bay.
So So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, my son!
Play action. Here's Nix. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from Holland. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
10 black, 10.
Here's Pacheco heading right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Ready. 33, yellow. Fury, yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1.
Flag blue. Here we go. Here we go.
Williams, the man in motion left.
60 red. Set.
Here's Love. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Brick Cowboy 80. Ready.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 charge.
And this defense, they just look completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, here's Estimate. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Estimate once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. To throw, here's Nix. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Straight ahead, Estimate. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. That's caught. And he'll get in. They're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Come on, set.
Right now, everything they touch turns to goal. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Red. Let's go. Yellow, 22.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Love from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Right, 95.
On play action. Love to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 8. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
35-yard line.
First down, back to Harvey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 46 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Once more with Harvey. And he loses the football the second time. And the Packers pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times, I think, they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Here we go, set.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Jacobs going to try to middle. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Handoff. Here's Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, and there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll just furrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
Pass game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
32.
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here's the beginning of the first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one is pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Let's go now.
The slot man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Will be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Get it. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. I'm coming.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and in the Denver territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here we go. Set. 75th.
Willis with another keeper. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Oh, my son.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Oh, my son. Ready. 180. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Oh, my son. Ready. 180. Teamwork.
Nix from the shotgun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
52 blue. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Lloyd. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, hey, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Lloyd. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
So it's pretty simple, buddy. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Now a give, right side. It's Lloyd. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf. Hot, hot.
The handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he ran the touchdown, but he ran on the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
They didn't need a big play there. They just needed a conversion, but I'm really downplaying it, aren't I? Getting a conversion, picking up a first down, not easy in any aspect. How about that one right there?
Yeah, with the dive, knew where the line to gain was, went soaring past him.
Yeah, that's doing it by any means necessary.
Come on. Ready.
Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Okay, ready?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run this one. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Ready? Ready? They'll run
with a forward run. This is Carson Steele. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Nix. That is caught. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Oh, I said, ready? Ready?
Nick's going to tap this forward. Fights through it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books.
But remember, touchdown Broncos! Daniel Bellinger, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
47, Broncos 23. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge out to the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now this time, Willis throwing it. That's taken in, Dontavian Willis. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Ready?
In motion, left comes Williams. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
To throw is Nix. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Nix to the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A nice move there. Nobody open. Now 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
Nix looking to throw again. As he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They're going. Hits Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing Nix. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot
there. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe